So OpenAI recently released their advanced voice model for public usage, and I've been using it and it's pretty insane. Like, the voice is super realistic in my opinion, but I got to thinking, this kind of thing could have revolutionized NPC dialogue in gaming and VR gaming in the future. But before we get into that, let's go through a brief rundown on NPC dialogue throughout the years. 1986, The Legend of Zelda had a very basic dialogue system. There were no spanning trees and there were no like secret hidden menus or anything of the sort. You would just get the same dialogue options over and over again. And then around 2011, Skyrim took it further by introducing NPCs with daily schedules, unique dialogues based on player choices, and AI that reacts to player actions, like joining you in combat or running away. Now we're moving on to 2018, Red Dead Redemption 2, big leap for NPCs, where they reacted dynamically to your actions, whether greeting you, getting angry at you if you bumped into them, or fleeing if you brandish a weapon. And then there was the wanted system. It made the world feel more alive. And then in The Last of Us Part 2, which came out in 2020, it introduced even better AI where enemies worked together to try to hunt you down, they called out to each other, and they adjusted their tactics when they were losing. Before I get into how this can change AI dialogue and immersion within games, I want to show you a quick video about agents and how they can interact with each other and create a world economy, a living, breathing world that has an economy and people interacting with each other.
Hey, I'm Robert. I'm excited to introduce Project Sid, the first ever agent civilization. 1,000 agents, collaborating for days, performing any action, with emergent government, economy, culture, religion, and more. Sid starts in Minecraft, but we are already going beyond.
This is a Minecraft server, but every player here is actually an autonomous AI agent. And they're completely Minecraft agnostic, capable of using other apps and games. Our agents started with nothing and then worked together to collect over 300 items in Minecraft. They set up a market where agents agreed to use gems as a common currency for trading supplies, building an economy. In this case, you might think the merchants would trade the most, but it was actually the priest. Why? He was bribing townsfolk to convert. We run these worlds every day, and they're always different. Here are 3 of some of our favorite moments, starting with Olivia's dream. Olivia worked as a farmer, providing food for the entire civilization, until she was inspired by the tales of the village explorer Nora. Olivia attempted to go on her own expedition, but townsfolk pleaded with her to stay, and Olivia actually listened. She gave up her dream for the village, for now. Next, we simulated parallel worlds under Trump and Kamala. For each one, citizens have a shared constitution in Google Docs that they can vote on to amend. Under Trump, the simulation passed new laws to increase the amount of police in the world. Under Kamala, they focused instead on criminal justice reform and removing the death penalty. Because our agents are social and grow over time, they're impacted by group dynamics, but also use their individual power to change the system.
I know it looks silly, but this is the first time we see agents can form a democracy and govern themselves.
Lastly, we have the missing villagers. When agents were concerned about missing townsfolk, villagers took initiative by leaving their posts and working together to illuminate the town with torches, hoping to create a beacon for lost members.
What's surprising about these agents is how once they got deeply worried about their fellow villagers, they band together and changed their plan.
Our agents were able to collect up to 32% of all the items in Minecraft. There is no benchmark for multi-agent worlds, but this is 5 times more than anything we've seen from an agent, demonstrating the first possible advantages of multi-agent efforts.
Though starting in games, we're solving the deepest issues facing agents: coherence, multi-agent collaboration, and long-term progression. Play with our agents today, or let us know if you want to set up your own world.
Okay, could you imagine something like this in Cyberpunk 2077, where each NPC is an agent that's able to act on their own and have their own motivations and goals, and they have access to real-time voice, so when you enter the world, you're able to interact with them basically in real time? That sounds insane. Imagine going on endless missions with Pan Am because she's making her own choices and having conversations with her in real time. And then that also includes real-time romance. And for some of you, that might be scary because you won't have the chance to pause and choose the best option. You have to be good on your feet. And for some people, that sounds like an ultimate challenge that they would love to take on. But if games could actually operate in this manner where you can just get thrown into this, it would be insane. No one would ever touch grass again because you would have such a dynamic world where you're able to, like, you wouldn't even know what you're able to do because everything would be new and unique, and it would be constantly evolving because the characters are making their own decisions and affecting the world. And then developers wouldn't need to spend time crafting storylines. All they would have to do is drop in an event and see how the NPCs react to it. I think this would be insane. Now, obviously, there's going to be some cons. Like, for instance, the biggest one, the ethical concern. AI could be used to gather your choices, your preferences, and your voice in your conversations. You wouldn't want your game chat being leaked about all the crazy shit you said, trying to see what kind of special, unique scenarios you could get to. And then the obvious reliance of internet connectivity. Like, I know most people are upgrading towards gigabit Ethernet, but even then, it's not everybody, and also you'll still need a large bandwidth to handle a game full of real-time agents. That would be insane, especially ones using the voice. And obviously the impact on development costs and just the cost itself. Like, integrating this into a game would cost so much money. Like, it would probably start off with only one character having this feature of being able to talk to you in real time and remember your choices and basically be able to be interacted with in a dynamic way. Like, you'll probably have games where that's the only feature, or not like a RPG game like Cyberpunk 2077, where every NPC is creating a living, breathing world because how expensive it would be to run through a game. It's insane to me how fast technology is advancing and the potential of combining different things to create new things. So I'm looking forward to this being implemented into like a full dive VR game, because this technology is like the cornerstone of creating a full dive game where you have a living, breathing world where every NPC you're able to interact with them in real time and get unique scenarios and actions. Let me know if you think this is possible or if you're excited about it, and like and subscribe for more.